Hello, everyone. My name is Anna Martha Ayala, and I would like to welcome you to my YouTube channel. The purpose of this channel is to introduce you to the degree theory created by Nikola Stojanovic. His method of astrology is the secret of exact astrology because he came up with his own method, and I had never had my chart done or read by an astrologer with such specific details as the one he gave me. I had the honor of having him read my chart about a year before his untimely death. So what I wanted to do was give you an introduction in this video and just share with you his method. And this will be a very, like I said, introductory video. So if you have any sign at a 0 degree, then that means that you have the purest form of that sign. So if you are a 0 degree Aries rising, a 0 degree Taurus rising, a 0 degree Leo rising, a 0 degree Scorpio rising, you are the purest form of that sign. Now, the other degrees, he assigned zodiac signs to. So if you have the 1, 13, and 25, those degrees are ruled by Aries. If you have 2, 14, and 26, those are ruled by Taurus. If you have 3, 15, and 27, those are ruled by Gemini. If you have 4, 16, and 28, those are ruled by Cancer. If you have 5, 17, and 29, then those are ruled by Leo. If you have degrees at 6 and 18, those are ruled by Virgo. If you have 7 and 19, those are ruled by Libra. If you have 8 and 20, those are ruled by Scorpio. If you have 9 and 21, those are ruled by Sagittarius. If you have 10 and 22, those are ruled by Capricorn. If you have 11 and 23, those are ruled by Aquarius. If you have 12 and 24, those are ruled by Pisces. So depending on what degree you have, those degrees carry the energies of those signs. So for example, if you have Jupiter at 24 degrees in the third house in Gemini. Gemini rules communication, so it's books, magazines, computers, cell phone. The third house is short trips, electronics, and all that kind of stuff, right? So one of the probabilities that this can be is that in Gemini, you would have a lot of books meaning the third house, Jupiter meaning the planet of expansion. So it would mean that you would have a lot of books, right? That's one of the possibilities. At the 24th degree, those books would be in meditation, yoga, religion, photography, astrology, all of these items related to the Pisces energy, right? To the Pisces degree. So it gives you an even more exact definition of what that Jupiter at 24 degrees in the third house in the sign of Gemini can be. It could also mean that you drive a big car, right? Jupiter. Third house, vehicles, right? Most likely the color would be blue because the 24th degree is ruled by Pisces, which is ruled by Neptune. Therefore, it would be a blue car. The other thing is that you could be a safe driver, especially when you go by the seaside or the ocean side. Another example that, just to drive it in a little bit more, let's say that you have Neptune at 21 degrees in the 8th house. So the 8th house, according to Nikola, was the house of the life danger because it's the house of death. One of the meanings of the 8th house is, the way you're going to die. So if you have Neptune at the 21st degree, which is the degree of Sagittarius in Scorpio, then if you are going to go to a country ruled by Scorpio, which would be Mexico or Muslim ruled countries, your life would be in danger. Why? Because 21 is a foreign trip because it is Sagittarius degree. Scorpio rules Mexico and the Muslim countries. So you see what I'm saying? It's like he gave such detailed examples that it blows you away, right? So one more example just to make sure that you all understand what I'm trying to say. Let's say you have Mars in the 3rd house, which is not a good placement, right? Because it means that you can, Mars is the planet of war, of action, of arguments, of burns, cuts, etc., right? Gemini, again, the 3rd house is driving, communication, and stuff like that. 3rd house is also represented by your siblings. So assume that you have Mars at 1 degree in the sign, that's the degree of Aries, in the sign of Gemini. That means that, and Gemini rules as far as body parts, your arms, your hands, your fingers, shoulders. So if you have Mars at 1 degree in Gemini, that means that you can break your arm, your finger, your wrist doing sports because Aries rules sports. If you have Mars at the 2nd degree in the 3rd house, that means that you can hurt yourself in the kitchen. You can burn yourself, or you can fall while cooking. You slip on oil or water or what have you, right? If you have Mars at 3 degrees in the 3rd house, be careful because that means that you can have a car accident while driving. And the 15th degree in this situation is not a very good degree. So be extra careful if you're driving. So if you have Mars at 4 degrees in Gemini in the 3rd house, again, you can slip and fall in your home, right? And break an arm, a wrist, a finger. So that's basically how you apply the degree theory. And these are very small examples how you can do it, right? But he created his own method and his own way. And I found it just fascinating and very applicable to the daily life. So my purpose again is to share with you his knowledge and continue his legacy. And I would like to invite you on this journey with me. And I hope that you guys find this video at least a curiosity, and hopefully you can learn a little bit more about how to do astrology with Nikola's strategy. I would appreciate that if you like this video, that you subscribe to the channel and you hit that like button, the thumbs up button, so that to help the channel grow because it's brand new. And also, if you can share the video with somebody that you might think would be interested in learning, I would really appreciate it. And again, I thank you for your time and attention, and I look forward to creating more videos and sharing them with you. So I hope that you join me on this journey. And just so you guys know, I will be posting videos in English and Spanish. I'm going to try to do the translation as exact as possible for those of us that speak 2 languages. English and Spanish, so you don't get to see the video twice over of the same material. But anyway, thank you so much for your attention, and I look forward to sharing more videos with you.